We all get the blues, but I'm going to tell you 3 ways that I avoid my blues. First of all, my family. I'm the youngest of 8 children, but I particularly grew up with 2 of my siblings. All of the other ones were a lot older than us. My 2 sisters are 10.5 months apart, so growing up they're very, very close to each other. I was that snotty little kid who wouldn't leave them alone and annoyed them, and so they kind of shunned me when I was little. I also wasn't very nice from time to time. But as we've gotten older, they've become the 2 best friends that I never thought I would ever have. I can call them up any time of the day or night, and they're there for me. When it comes to my moods, or if I'm having a bad day, all they have to do is look at me and know from my facial expression that something is wrong with me. All they have to do is tell me to check myself if I'm being rude, or they pull me aside and we have a conversation, or they tell me that we'll talk about it later so that I can just let it go for that moment and we can have fun and carry on with whatever we're doing. Along with that, I have 3 little nieces and nephews that I'm very close to. They are 7 and 5 years old. My 7-year-old nephew couldn't say my name when he was learning to talk. It came out Tata instead of Tessa. Every time I hear Tata, my heart just gets happy. When I see them running towards me, screaming that, it takes every inch of a blue away from me. They are always around, and I never know what they're going to say or what they're going to do next. They are so smart, and they're always coming up with something mischievous, as children do. And they're always telling the truth. I mean, children do. They tell the truth. So whatever they say, it pulls me out of a blue moment because they're so funny and they're so smart, and I just love being around them. I also have a 17-year-old nephew who is pretty much like my little brother. He is so smart and so fun to be around, and as the years have gone by, we've gotten closer, and I love having conversations with him because I feel like I'm talking to a man, not a little boy anymore. Secondly, I love listening to music. I feel that music can take you to different heights and express feelings and emotions that we have inside of us that words from speaking or having a conversation can't. Even if it's just listening to classical music, I feel that that will show one side of your emotions, as where listening to rock and roll or country will bring out a different side of your emotions. I lay in my room watching the ceiling for hours listening to music to get rid of my blues because it takes me to a different place. Reading is also one way that I love to get rid of my blues. I love to get lost in a good book, and I love to pretend that I'm someone I'm not, even if it's just for a second. Taking that book and sitting by the window while it's pouring rain, or sitting by the back door while the snow is falling, is my favorite thing to do. I just love reading. Another way to get rid of your blues is to talk. I am a very, very introverted person, and I don't express my feelings very much to people. I usually tend to keep them in, and I deal with them on my own. So I lock myself away, and I read that book, or I put on that music, or I think about my family, and it rejuvenates me. But at times, I really do need to talk. So I will call up my sisters, or I will go talk to my mom and my dad, and I will just relieve whatever blue I am feeling at that moment so I can get rid of it and I can feel happy again. Having the blues is no fun, but we all get them. Avoiding them is different for everyone, and I really hope that the ways that I have provided have shown who I am in a way, and have shown people how to get rid of their blues if they don't have it ways of their own.